Hello everyone, welcome to another video of channel DoopTube. Today I'm doing part 4 of what the characters from The Walking Dead did before the apocalypse began. And today I'm gonna talk about all the characters that got introduced in season 4. Starting off with Bob. Bob served in the US military as a medic and eventually became an alcoholic because he thought it would help him by coming over his haunted past. Next is Dr. Caleb, also known as Dr. Ass. Don't know if you remember him, but Caleb was just a normal doctor with special medical knowledge and training. Next is Patrick, one of Carl's only good friends that was the same age as him. And Patrick was just a very nice guy, and probably was an orphan when the outbreak began, because we don't know anything about his parents. Next is Zach, Beth's second boyfriend. The only thing we know about Zach is that he was in college before the apocalypse began, and he never finished it. Next are the Samuel sisters, also known as Lizzie and Mika Samuels. The only thing we know about the Samuel sisters is that they lived in Jacksonville, Florida, and they had a father and a mother. Mother was killed by walkers, and the father, we all know, was killed by a walker too. Next is Tara. Tara went to the police academy to become a real police officer, but she never got to finish it, and it's not really clear why. Then there's her sister Lily, who became the sort of girlfriend of the governor. Lily had a father, a sister Tara, a daughter, and eventually became a nurse, and had a husband who mysteriously disappeared half a year before the apocalypse began. Next is David, the father of sisters Tara and Lily. He served in the war and worked as an Coboro's food truck driver. Then there's Alicia, the girlfriend of Tara, because as we know, Tara is lesbian. And she served in the army as a reservist. Next is Pete Dawkins, and you probably don't remember him, but he was one of the survivors of the camp Caesar eventually became the leader of, and Pete was also in the army, but is not really sure what his job was. Then there's his brother Mitch, who at first owned an ice cream truck to sell ice cream to little kids, and then eventually went to the army to become a tank operator. Next is Abraham, the good sarcastic badass. Abraham was a sergeant in the army and lived as a family man in Houston, Texas. Because if you still remember it, Abraham had a backstory where his family was killed by walkers, and eventually he came around to Eugene and Rosita, and so he got with Rosita. Next is Rosita. Rosita wanted to become a mechanic, but she never did. And she lived in a house with only boys. She was the only daughter eventually, kind of like Ginny from Harry Potter. She was like the only daughter in the Weasley family. So Rosita had a lot of brothers, and that made her becoming very strong. So she eventually became a soldier in the army. Next is Eugene. Well, we thought he was a good old scientist who may know how to stop the apocalypse, but then we know he was a big old lying son of a bitch, and we probably don't know anything about him now. We also have mixed thoughts if we're ever gonna like him again. However, he is a good man, I think. So, we do know he is good in science. He knows a lot about the things. He knows how to make a lot of things. So he is very good man. He is a good guy we can have in the Apocalypse. He is useful. But he can be a little bit of an asshole sometimes. But other than that, he loves dinosaurs and video games. So yeah, he's kind of the big nerd when you think about it. Joe was a mechanic, a motorcycle enthusiast, and a possible outdoorsman. He also loves hunting, camping, and homemade alcohol. Then finally is Garrett. There's not much known about Garrett. Don't know why they did that, because he was a very interesting villain. I would have liked to see more of his backstory, but we didn't. So yeah, we don't know actually anything about him other than that he had a mother and a brother, and they both got killed by Rick's group because they were mean and violent. So that was part 4 of what the Walking Dead characters did before the apocalypse. Next time we'll do part 5. For now, leave a comment, like, and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys next time.